What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. What is this, 5 now? Episode 5 of 1on1Soul with 1on1Soul. I'm Tyler Petty, your host for today, typically on lead vocals and keyboards.
I'm Jack, typically not on vocals and keyboards.
That's right.
But typically on bass.
Yeah. We can swap that around, though.
Anytime you want.
Get you yodeling.
I can get those pipes cooking.
Oh, of course. If you're cooking with pipes, I don't think you do. Anyway, as I said, I am taking the host seat in this one. Got to show Jack a song that inspired me when I was younger, but some backstory for this one, because this one's a little out of the niche. I'm coming in, not even from left field, I'm coming from upfield with this one. The field in the sky, I'm skydiving. That's how far out we're going today.
It's interplanetary.
Interplanetary, that would have been better, but we're leaving it in, because it came from me, and I write the lyrics.
Of course. You write the script. You write the lyrics.
I come up with this.
Everything we do is scripted.
Yeah, of course. It's all just scrolling in the back. Anyway, so fun fact about me. Everybody goes through an emo music phase. Jack did, and he never grew out of it. He never grew out of it. So, but my emo phase, if you will, was not with punk music or anything. It was with dubstep. It was with EDM and dubstep and produced music, which I now realize was like the precursor to me being like into synthesizers and keyboards and stuff like that. So I know what urges it tickled, but I didn't realize that at the time. I was just into it because I was like, yeah, cool production, cool songs, wub wub.
They were just urges.
They were urges. They were urges. You got to satisfy those.
You had to indulge them.
You got to satisfy those consensually. So this, I'm bringing Jack a song that I still love and listen to this day, partially because it's one of the few with an actual really good message. It has lyrics, it has song structure, so there actually is more to listen to than just woo woo woo. Yeah. But on top of that, you'll probably hear some of the influence in my synthesizer layering and keys, because it's got some really good sounds in it, more than just the bass drop. But without further ado...
That's a shame we're listening on headphones and not with
I know.
37-inch subwoofer.
I know, man. If my neighbors wouldn't kill me, I would have that. Anyway, so this is Pegboard Nerds and Nightmare Krewella. And credit to Dubstep Gutter for this video that we're doing, because they were like my childhood, what I listened to through middle school. They were where I went for my emo phase of music. So this video is from them. We don't claim it, and we're not going to. So... yeah, without further ado, let's start this. Let's get this going.
Music.
Right there.
Okay.
Some keys in. Really nice, like...
that feels like a familiar sound.
Yeah. It's a harpsichord, but like, really good. And then we get into the lyrics. And like I said, I love the lyrical message.
Oh, dude, there's like spacey keys, so like reverb on. Oh yeah.
Yeah, really lush layer. But again, just the lyrics. I mean, that's just something I want to be told. Yeah. Like every rock star wants to be told that. So.
And you're right, with all like the production layers already coming in. That's great.
It's very well done. But then. Of course, you got to get the drop, which is coming up.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But and they do it well, but cliche. But it's a dubstep song, so you get into it. And of course, that's just bass face mode activated. Yeah. You know to expect this. But like I said, this was just yeah. Like you'll hear me on some of this stuff. I don't know if you've heard everything that I've done or not, but playing with cutoff on my synthesizer. But
wow, that's cool. Yeah. Like lick. Yeah.
And this, because I love the melodies that are the same note, but then modulated in timbre. Yeah. Like that's super cool.
Oh yeah, it makes it feel like it's moving so much, and even though it's like static and a harmonic sense,
But yeah, sonically this is just such a...
That was rich,
lush.
Yeah.
It is very lush and well done, and even in headphones,
Well,
where it comes in.
Coming from like the back in middle school, I was like a metal elitist, so
Yeah.
Dubstep was not it for us. But the common criticism is that like it's like lazy or like boring or repetitive. But, like not like that's obviously not true. Right. There's so much going on production wise.
And then we just get straight into this part, which is good because when the few times this comes in earlier, I'm like, God, I want more of that, and then it did. Ooh. Modulation.
Nice, yeah.
you do the bass pick.
Wow, yeah.
That's all you know. I'll give it a slap.
When those like tom sounds come in like very rarely, that's great. Just so many cool accents.
Yeah. And that's one of the cool things I like about these, where it's kind of the same thing as progressive rock, where there's changes, new melodies, modulations on like where things fall on the beat or the down or the up. So, but again, just going back to the fact that the lyrics are just something that I want to be told one day.
Now, was this written with lyrics or were lyrics added over?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I envision, because I think Krewella is the singer on it, so I envision them. Because typically in dubstep, you build the track, and then afterwards you're like, okay, now I want to add, I think this needs lyrics, so now I want to add that. So I think the track was the forethought, and then afterwards they're like, yeah, let's get lyrics on it.
Okay.
But I can only say that because that's typical of the thing that dubstep did. But yeah, that is still, like I said, one of my favorite songs of all time. I would put it probably top 20.
Wow.
I would put that one top 20 comfortably. So,
breaking into the top 20. Yeah. That's impressive. No, I like that a lot, actually. Yeah. The whole production idea of just, like, putting so much different stuff in. Like, that definitely appeals to me. And, like, I'm glad that's something I've appreciated as I've gotten older. It's, like, how like, intensive that whole process is.
Yeah, because I tried to actually be an EDM artist of some sort. I tried to dabble into it and get into it. But it just... And I kind of... I never really got there. I plateaued because at the same time I started experimenting with it. I had a keyboard, so I started taking it to the keyboard and then writing it out on keyboard. Yeah. And then that's about the same time I realized, no, I kind of want to play this instrument. So I kind of figured out where I wanted to go instead by getting into producing EDM. Yeah. But it's there is so much happening in that song, whether it's like layers of instruments you barely hear, like 10,000 automated modulations on that, which, you know, you kind of have to know what that means, so sorry if we're using too big words. But it's a very intense genre, and that arguably makes it all the more appreciable when you get a good song like that.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Because, I feel like in our world, when you're trying to think of, like, making a song, like, you spend so much time on, like, what's the guitar sound going to be? And, like, what's the bass sound, the drum sound? And, like, you get your sound for the song. Yeah. But for this, like, you're doing that process, like, 50 times, because you got to find...
modulating it on the fly, and, like, changing it as you go, which, you know, guitars have pedals, but it's still... There's still an intricacy of drawing in those little lines and going for it. But yeah, that's my inspiration on my synthesizer sounds, or at least one of them. So
it works for me.
Good.
I'll listen to that again.
Good, because it works for me. But yeah. Anyways, I guess that'll do it for this episode. If you know the song and love the song, comment down below with other stuff of Pegboard Nerds or Nightmare or one of the two. Let Jack hear some more stuff, because I'm not too well versed on all of their discography, but I know this one, and I know Bamf, which is another great one that I almost showed you as well, because Pegboard Nerds, I don't know much of them, but what I do know is close to my heart. But so let me know if you guys are the same or better than me. And let me know if Jack needs to react to some dubstep again. He's probably going to regardless, but you know, get a metal.
My will.
Yeah, get a metalhead on that dubstep stuff. But this will do it for this time, guys. So without further ado, we'll end this here, and we will see you on the next episode.
See ya.
Peace.